Teaching Satanism in schools sounds like the stuff of horror movies, but a US court ruling on religious freedoms has enabled devil worshippers in Florida to hand out educational material about their beliefs to kids at state schools. Marina Portnaya has this report.
Public education in America often uses coloring books to teach young Americans about math, science, and current events. This year, a new book filled with games and lessons about Satanism could be distributed to students attending public school in Florida's Orange County. The 10-page Satanic Children's Big Book of Activities features characters named Annabelle and Damien who demonstrate rituals to explain Satanism. This expanding wealth of information for America's young minds was made possible after a Florida judge last month ruled that if the Orange County School District allowed Christian groups to disseminate Bibles and other materials in its schools, then other religious and atheist groups should be given the same right to distribute their material. And followers of the Antichrist seized on the decision to treat all faiths equally. A spokesman for the Satanic Temple tells Raw Story that, quote, if a public school board is going to allow religious pamphlets and full Bibles to be distributed to students, as is the case in Orange County, Florida, we think the responsible thing to do is to ensure that these students are given access to a variety of different religious opinions, as opposed to standing idly by while one religious voice dominates the discourse and delivers propaganda to youth, unquote. In a ruling that was aimed at maintaining religious neutrality, students who may never have intended to learn about Christianity, atheism, or Satanism will now receive an introduction to all three. Marina Portnaya, RT.
She's going to be mad at you.
Well, also my book is that, you know, and I wanted to thank you because you let me come on your show and sing. And that was, you know, a lot of my book is about my wanting to sing ever since I was a little girl, and my family lied to me and told me that I was better than Shirley Temple, and I believed them.
See, you're not helping a kid when you do that.
No, and I totally believed them and everything. And then when I was 6, all of a sudden, you know, I was a half. They started to, like, tell my younger cousin that she was...
she was the real singer?
Yeah, and it, like, really upset me, so I, like, summoned Satan, and I write about how I made it...
Where do you summon Satan?
It's in the chapter called Eat, Pray, Love, Conjure Satan. And when I was 12 years old, I signed a deal with Satan in my room, and I was to...
CBS doesn't condone this in any way.
Wait a minute. Because I wanted to get famous no matter what, and, you know, then I forgot that I had this deal with Satan and everything, and then I got really famous, and then one day I, like, had this tragic singing accident at the...
Oh, yes, I remember that, yeah.
And I realized then that Satan was coming for my soul, so... Yeah, he wanted me to pay up, so... About that, and how at the end I invite Satan to dinner at Spago, and...
You should... He's there most nights, but you should...
But wait, and I asked him to, you know, give me a refinance on my soul thing, and so that works out. It has a happy ending.
Oh, that's... So you and Satan are good then?
Yeah, Satan, I have to say it's really cool because I totally...
Satan is not true! You can't say that on CBS!
I didn't say that. I said I lure him in, see?
Oh, and then you have a fiddle competition. Yeah, that's the way to do it, yeah. Do you play the fiddle?
No.
Any musical instrument?
Well, I have taken musical lessons in my life. I don't really play. I forgot it. I don't know. I took the piano for a while.
Right.
What a weird question.
You're still out here doing these songs, you know, you're still on tour.
I do, but I don't take it for granted.
Why do you still do it? Why are you still out here?
Well, it goes back to the destiny thing. I mean, I made a bargain with it, you know, a long time ago, and I'm holding up my end.
What was your bargain?
To get where I am now.
Should I ask who you made the bargain with?
with you know, with the chief commander.
On this earth?
And this earth, and then in the world we can't see.
Bob Dylan has been nominated.
I had to ask some friends because I was hearing a lot about her, and so they told me, you know, who she was and what she was doing. And I come from the school that thought there's just some things that the public just shouldn't know. You know what I'm saying?
I think you are an amazing singer. I just want to know, what sort of advice would you give an aspiring singer or actress? You know, Hollywood can be a really hard town to try to break into. And what kind of advice would you give to them before they embark on this incredible journey? Thank you, and I hope you answer my question.
When I was 15, because I grew up in, you know, a household where all I ever did was listen to gospel music, and my parents are both traveling ministers, and so I kind of sang about, you know, what was going on in my life at 15, and that's how I got introduced to the music industry. I swear I wanted to be like the Amy Grant of music, yeah. But it didn't work out, and so I sold my soul to the devil.
Didn't you release a CD like almost 10 years ago?
Yeah, I mean, I released a gospel record when I was 15 because I grew up in, you know, a household where all I ever did was listen to gospel music, and my parents are both traveling ministers, and so I kind of sang about, you know, what was going on in my life at 15, and that's how I got introduced to the music industry. I swear I wanted to be like the Amy Grant of music, yeah. But it didn't work out, and so I sold my soul to the devil.
I just think that the whole idea of celebrity and fame has become really convoluted and, you know, kind of bastardized, like whereas fame used to be the byproduct of success, and now it's the ultimate goal. And if your ultimate goal is to be famous, then you're gonna do a lot to get there, like sign your name in blood in a contract with the devil.
Brad Pitt opened up about his religious beliefs at the Cannes Film Festival on Monday night. The actor stars in the new Terrence Malick film, The Tree of Life, a drama about creation. Now here's what he had to say about his religious upbringing at a press conference for the new film.
I grew up with this being told that God's going to take care of everything, and it doesn't always work out that way, and when it doesn't work out that way, you're then told, well, it's God's will. Many people find in religion something to be very inspiring and actually leads them to opportunities. I myself found it very stifling.
In The Tree of Life, Pitt plays the head of a 50s family in Texas. The film also co-stars up-and-coming actress Jessica Chastain as well as seasoned actor Sean Penn.